Hello and welcome to my brand new channel, Read Between the Lines here. Today I felt like picking up a game that I haven't played in probably over a decade. It's Railroad Tycoon 3. This was like a childhood favorite game of mine. But, you know, as you get older, you put things down and, you know, you forget to pick them back up. And anyway, a couple weeks ago, I decided to pick it back up and play it a little bit and thought, you know what, maybe others will enjoy some playthroughs. So I'm just going to start with the single player mode, and we're just going to do a new campaign and just keep it easy on normal here. And we're going to skip right through this guy's chat. But let's start with the first one, Go West.
This here's about the American West. Well, it was New York City anyhow. See, the nation hadn't been able to use much of the land west of the Appalachian Mountains because it was just too difficult to move goods to and from those markets. Now, the trains changed all that. Now, the nation had a quick and reliable form of transportation. Go west, the man said. And so they did, by the trainload.
All right, so the Erie Canal opened the Great Lakes and interior of the United States to the markets of the East Coast in 1825. 15 years have passed, and demand in the burgeoning interior is growing rapidly. You've been given a charter to connect the industrial East Coast to the blossoming Midwest. Okay, to get bronze, we need to connect it Boston to Buffalo before 1866. I think we can do better than that. Let's see. Gold, connect Boston to Buffalo before 1856. Okay, special conditions. No unconnected track. That's fine. And you can't resign nor be removed as chairman of your company. Okay. All right. So if you're actually playing along with me, here's something that I really like, kind of frustrates me. The old style, moving around the map like this, using the arrow keys doesn't really work for me anymore. I'm sure most of you guys agree WASD is a lot better, so I usually just remap those keys and settings here. So I'm just going to go real quick to hotkeys and remap these real quick. All right, makes it a lot easier. So let's start our company real quick. Eastern Gateway, fine, that sounds good. We can rename it if we want. I'm going to change my logo. I like this logo a lot. Don't know why. And let's just take a good look at the map. Okay. So over here is Buffalo. And so we got to get from Boston to Buffalo up here. So one thing that I think I want to do kind of quickly is just to take a look. It's something that I like to do before each campaign, actually starts. So let's take a look and see what the demand is for different industries, right? So let's see, demand for livestock. They don't want booze, clothes, coal. A little bit of demand for corn. Yeah, a little bit of demand for corn. We'll see cotton, goods, grain, livestock. That actually might be a good little connection. I can purchase this meat packing plant down here and run a train up to Springfield if I have a moment. And then even New York looks like they've got a couple meat packing plants as well. So, okay, let's see what else they got. There's no logs up here. Oh, wool looks good. Maybe I can do that. Maybe our first purchase can be this textile mill, and then we can run something out to the sheep farm over here real quick. So we can connect those two up. So let's lay our first piece of track. Let's just go out. The first easiest place to go, I think, is just Providence right here. So let's run our first length of track. Try and keep it as flat as possible. There we go. Let's put down some stations. Boston's a big spot, so let's throw down one of the larger stations, and then we'll use over here in Providence. We'll just do a medium-sized station. Because I think we're going to use this as kind of a connection to New York as well. So we'll keep that a little larger. And then let's also run one out. Just kind of, let's have the track come out on this end, and I'll show you guys why I'll do that here in just a second. Let's try and keep this flat again. Don't really want the track to to be too inclined. Makes it a lot easier for the trains to get to and from. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So I am going to throw down another medium size here in Worcester, or Worcester. I don't know how you really say it. And then before I forget, I'm going to put a service tower right here, like right in front of Boston. And, oh, shoot. Okay. Let's see. I can't undo that. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. And another water tower over there. Sorry, I just heard like a really weird beep. I guess there's a severe thunderstorm warning here. That's no bueno. Okay. All right, so next thing to do, we just got to purchase a couple of trains. So let's purchase one train. Yeah, so we have a few options here. The 1837 Norris 420, it's 40K, and annual maintenance is 8K. Let's see. At grade 0 with 8 cars, it's 21 miles an hour max. That's pretty good. Let's see what it is in freight. Yeah, 19. And the Planet 220, built in 1829. No, I think we can do a lot better than that. We have plenty of money because we're playing on normal right now. So let's just get the Norris right here. Another thing I like to do is I just like to up the capacity on each of the cars. So let's have a minimum or a maximum of 8 and a minimum of 1, just so they're hauling something. And let's apply this to all stations along the route. So let's purchase that one. And let's just make sure. Okay, so this one's going down to Providence, and now we want another one that's going to go from here, from Worcester to Boston. Okay, great. And again, let's make it max capacity. Get a bang for our buck here. Okay, waiting for goods here. So I might actually just drop this down to 0, just so it goes to Boston, so it can get some goods, bring it back and forth. And again, I think what I really want to do is I like to get industry as soon as I possibly can, really. It helps with everything. It's like a nice steady, stream of income. It's really, really helpful. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to purchase this textile mill because it's already got money coming in, and it's not that expensive. It's only $850,000. It's going to limit us at first, just with building more track, but I think in the long run, it's going to help our bottom line. So let's purchase this textile mill real quick, and let's see. Yeah, let's see again. Okay, yeah. So these are making their way down here, and I might even just throw a little bit of track out this way. It's kind of wasteful, but at least at first, we're going to be able to make sure that this textile mill has enough product coming in. So, and later on, I'll even purchase the sheep farm too, because it's not terribly expensive. I could do it now, but no reason. So I'm gonna buy another train, and throw it from, what is this guy? Yeah, Worcester Junction to Boston. And same thing, except this time I'm going to put a max of 8, but I'm going to have no minimum because it's just going to be running back and forth for me. So apply this to both stations, and we're going to buy that as well. So, and it's already pulling some wool for us. Okay, and then the last thing is I want to really maximize this. So let's just see if there's any cotton production, if there's any cotton coming out of anywhere, and it doesn't really look like there's any cotton being produced on this map. And cotton could probably be coming through like one of the ports or something like that, I guess, from the south or something. It's about that time period, 1840. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to connect up to Lowell and Portsmouth as well as soon as I can. And I don't usually like to do this, but we have good credit. So I'm going to take a bond out, make a little extra money here, and I'm going to extend this track up to Lowell. A lot of initial building, and I'm going to fast forward this once we get rolling here. But let's see here. There we go, 360. But this is just a really good, base of base of production here. Just a small station up there. And then we'll go to Concord when we have the money. So I'm going to buy 2 more trains, and then we're going to just basically... I need 1 more. Lowell's a little larger. I guess I'm going to need a medium station right there. Looks like I'm out of money, and I can't take any more bonds out, but that's fine. I think I'm going to make enough money here in the first couple of minutes. I could issue stock as well, and you know what? I might. It's probably best because I can get a lot more things moving a lot quicker if I can buy these 2 trains first. So let's just buy this one from Lowell to Boston, and then this one from Portsmouth to Boston. And before I forget, I also have to put down some water and what's it called? The repair stuff right around here next to Boston. So as they come in, they can get service as well. So, okay, let's go ahead and start this guy up. And let's take a look at some of our trains. Let's see what we've got going here. We got 83K, 39K. Let's watch this guy. Oop. Awesome. Our first run. An anonymous donor gave us 100,000. It's pretty nice. Look at this monster speed. Ooh, 19 miles an hour. Look at that. 21. It's gaining. It's gaining. 26. Oh, man. Yeah, hopefully we can up those speeds a little bit, but that's nice. So we've already had a pretty nice payday here. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, so let's see what the demand is for other things right now. So we have a couple of... What are these? Some fruit orchards. Okay. Let's see where these go. Who demands produce? Anyone demanding produce right now? You know what we could do? You know, alcohol isn't really, I guess what do we do? We can turn produce into, I guess, some type of alcohol. I could put one here in Portsmouth if I had some money. Let's see how much Oh, a brewery. I think a brewery doesn't require fruit, though. I think it requires grain or something, so that makes sense. But I'm actually not allowed to buy a distillery yet. So I guess we're just going to wait on that. And let's continue to just kind of... Oh, before I forget, let's put down the water and some repair places. So let's just start connecting up a couple of other places. Concord is first, so let's go through Concord. See, I think that's kind of what I want to do. Hopefully it connects up okay. Yeah, there we go. It's a small space, so let's just use a small farm, or a small station right there. And then what we'll do is we will also connect Concord to Boston. I kind of like how it you know, these kind of spiders out like this, you know, with Boston being our hub over here on the East Coast. And then eventually we're gonna have to purchase this. There's a company down here in New York. We're gonna have to take them over, but I don't think that'll be too big of an issue. So I think what I want to do now is start working down towards New York. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just run it off this Providence line here. You can't really tell, but if you look at these, there's some mountains here. So I may skip Hartford to begin with, but then I'm going to go straight to Bridgeport and kind of just get, you know, be poised to take New York down here. And then from there, what we'll do is we'll run up Poughkeepsie and then Albany and then over to Utica and Syracuse. And you can kind of tell there's a nice valley here, which I can just run right through. Hopefully with not too many issues. I think it's going to be better than going through kind of this nonsense over here. There's a lot of, like, near Scranton, Newcastle. I think that's a little bit more difficult. So yeah, we'll just run through Albany here. All right, let me build this first section of track. I'm going to put this guy on fast forward so we can make a little bit more money. Yeah. Yeah, we're not making too much money. Let's check and make sure that the textile mill is pumping out pretty well for us right now. Let's see what their capacity is. 4 units per year. All right, let's see how we did. Pleased with our progress. Okay, 4,000 to 14 grand. Ooh, 14 grand and $1841. It's not bad. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna buy my own stock on margin here. I believe in myself, you know. Alrighty. Oh yeah, before I was looking at that, I was just wanted to check what the... Okay, so they have 0.8 units of sheep. Units of sheep. Is that 0.8 of a sheep, or is it like 0.8 of a car of sheep? Probably a car. Okay. Looking good. You know what? We need to speed things up, I think. I'm going to slow things down just a little for just a second. Our credit is back up. We have BB rating, so I'm going to issue bonds again. Interest rate is still pretty low, so I'm going to run our track into Bridgeport, Connecticut. Funny story about this, actually, is that... so here's Hartford. Here's Bridgeport. I actually grew up somewhere right over here in a small town in Connecticut. Don't live there anymore, but Bridgeport was kind of, it's not the nicest of areas in Connecticut, but we'll connect it up anyway. I'm sure it was better in 1841. All right, let's put a medium-sized here, and I think we're gonna need some water about midway, and I'll put in a little maintenance facility. And then instead of having Bridgeport run all the way to Boston, I'm just going to hook this up to Providence here. You know what? No, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it to Boston. Change our settings again here. All right, there we go. And yeah, that's a nice little chunk of change. All right, the economy is growing. That's good. That is good. Let's see how everything else is doing. Any issues on maintenance? Doesn't look like we're having any issues on maintenance. That's good. And again, we have to get to Buffalo. Yeah, we've got to get to Buffalo by 1856, I think. Yeah, something like that. That should not be an issue. We're already to Bridgeport, and I think we can make our move down to New York, Poughkeepsie, Albany, and that should be pretty easy. Oh, let's see here. So I guess there is produce being moved around, but who needs it? Like, I guess just these houses need it. But yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, more farms. Okay. And we need... No, there's no logs here either. Yeah, no one seems... There's no good price. Like, I could purchase this logging plant at some point, but it doesn't really look like there's anything nearby that I could ship it to. Okay, cool. So they've increased my salary. That's good. I'm still 93K in debt. I can probably change that and give myself a little dividend here. There we go. Nice. Maybe, let's see, 55 cents. Okay, that's a decent chunk of change. It might be a little too much too at first, but that's all right. So, let's see here. We could run one up to Hartford, and I think that might actually be a decent step here. It looks like, yeah, it looks like we're going uphill a little bit. Maybe it'd be better. Yeah, no, I think we're going to do it like this. We're going to run it from, yeah, that's perfect. There's kind of like a little valley in between from Bridgeport to Hartford, and that saves us a lot of money. So I'm going to put a medium station down here. Let's see if I can extend this just a little. See if yeah, there we go. We just want to be sure that we can connect to all these houses. We're missing a few, but that's fine. And then a water tower over here, so this train going back and forth will be serviced properly. There we go. Okay. All right, making us a little dough, you know. All right, let's take a look. Let's see how these guys are doing. This company down here in New York, these city slickers. See how they're doing. All right. Yeah, they're not doing well. Yeah, they are not doing so good. Okay. We've got 20,000 shares outstanding, and their price per share has basically been tanking. Let's see, their company book values. Yeah, it's been decreasing. Okay, so we should, yeah, minus 20% on 5-year weighted return. Yeah, that is not a good view. And in comparison, we can take a look at ours, and 5-year weighted return has been decreasing for us as well. So I think what we're going to do, let's see what the attempted merger cost will be here. Yeah, it's going to be a little too expensive for now. I think that's fine though. I think we'll do just fine. We're not making a whole lot of cash right now, unfortunately. I could also run up to, Manchester over here, or what I could do is I could purchase this plant, and it'd make me a little bit of money per year. Its output is 2 units per year, 2 unit of sheep per year. For 400k, that's a little steep, but that's, at least we know that it's going to be providing. Yeah, you know what? I think I am going to do it. Ah, of course. As I did that, it just went up in price to 450, and now it's back down to 400, which is, it's a little obnoxious. Train is broken down. Let me fast forward this for a few minutes. Okay. $100,000 to connect to Utica. Okay, well, hey, we're going there anyway, so we'll get that eventually. Okay. Let me purchase this sheep farm while I can. It's going to make us a decent amount of money. We should make that return back in 8 years or so, but hopefully quicker. It'll help our company book at least, that steady income. All right. Yeah. So let's see if we can't build a little bit more track. I'm going to issue some more bonds. That's all right. We've only got 3 out, and the interest has been decreasing as well. So not terrible. Yeah. So I'm going to put this track right here, and then we're going to go down south into New York, like Manhattan, and then up to Poughkeepsie. And while we're on this kind of line here, I think I might expand up this way as well. Increases the salary and awarded a bonus. Very nice. Okay. Okay, and let's see that terrain. Yeah, let's just connect this out this way. See if we can't make a little bit of cash off these guys. That's expensive. There we go. Just another spot where we can make a little bit of money. Ooh, average of 22 miles an hour. And the exuberant public will now pay 20% premium to ride aboard this train. Okay, cool. So I'm going to put a medium-sized station there in Manchester, and I'm going to just run this straight through to Boston. Just have Boston be our hub for everything, And one thing that I might do, and I'll do that right now actually, is I'm going to lay double track here in Boston just to make everything go a little bit quicker. Just helps the trains move out and in a little bit faster. And when I have even more money, I'll extend this. I find that it helps the trains stay a little bit more organized, and they don't have to stop for each other as much. Okay, fighting a cold today. Sorry about that. Yeah, looks good. Okay. So basically, I'm just going to put this on, very fast, and when I can, I am going to see if maybe I can get some more bonds and hopefully purchase this company down here, this New York company. Their book value is just awful. So I don't want to buy their stock though. I mean, I could be a stakeholder, because this guy's like soaking these up right now. But I don't really want to be a stakeholder because it's going to drive the cost up. But if I buy the stock now, it'll go down within a year or two. So maybe I should buy a few shares. I don't really have the money to do that right now though. Let's see what the merging cost would be. 460. Yeah, so it's gone down a lot. Let's see what it is for like 760. Yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna take out a bond, another one, good interest rate on there. And then you know what? We're gonna attempt this merger right now. That'll really help us out here, just because then we'll have access to New York, and that's a pretty big market. Vote succeeds. 14 to... Okay. Well, I might have overpaid a little bit, but that's all right. That is all right. Yeah, we're going to go straight down here. Ooh. Trying to find somewhere that's... Yeah, that might be... Okay, so it's all a little expensive for right now, but you know what? Oh, that's double track. Let's see if we can make it a little cheaper. Okay, 420, 420,000 to get there. I think we're gonna do that, and then as soon as we can, we will. Ooh, we're in debt a little bit, but that's okay. That's no bueno. Okay. Yeah, we're going to connect right through here, and there we go. We've got a New York line now. So I am going to slow the game down, and we're going to take a look at these trains that we just purchased from these guys, because I don't think they're doing anything. Yeah, this guy's just not hauling anything. So let's just change him, and let's have one direct Boston connection just for fun, and let's make sure that he's going to haul something from both sides here. Okay, and did they have 2 trains, or yeah, they had 2 or 3. Okay, there's that train that I just changed, and then here is the New York to, where is this? New York to Edison. Is it Edison, New York? I think so. Or is it New Jersey? I can't remember. Okay, and I'm gonna also, just for fun, I am going to purchase another train from Bridgeport. You know, Hartford is bigger. Maybe I should do a little connection like this or something. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I think that's fine. Just so we can get all of that. Perfect. Okay. And just in case there's nothing to ship from Bridgeport to... I think we already have a connection from Bridgeport to Hartford, so I think I'm just going to set it to 0 for right now at least, and purchase it and see what wow, okay, so this is gonna be a big payday. 462 to Boston, and they're all, yeah, it looks like they're all passengers. Like most of these are passengers and meat and mail. Okay, so looks like we have some more competition that popped up in Allentown and Newton, but we're not gonna worry about them, honestly. We might purchase them later if we have extra funds or something like that, but there's no reason to worry about them right now. One thing about this game is like that can be kind of frustrating is like if they connect to our track, they like can use it, and I'm not really sure if they actually pay us any money to use our track. I know for sure that like if I use a competitor's track, like I have to pay them, and like it's not like a little amount either. It's like a lot of money. But I'm not sure if they have to pay us. Oof. Made a bit of a mistake here. I'm gonna go back one and then just bite the bullet. It's kind of expensive. Yeah, it's very expensive actually. 352 just for this like length of track right here. That's very expensive. All right, let's speed this game back up and let's keep on trucking. Okay. Just a few more minutes here on this podcast, Jesus, on this stream, and then I think we'll close it down just for now, and then I'll see you guys back next episode. Let's see what this says and finish up. Okay, so increased our salary again. Seem to be happy with us. And last thing I'm going to do is just expand right here into Poughkeepsie. Oh, can I make it away? Yeah, I can make it around these. Barely. Okay. I'm going to pop a station down here. Small one, maybe? Yeah, small one. We'll buy a train and we'll send it to New York. And make sure that the goods are on there. And you know what? It's kind of steep there, so I'm gonna limit this train just a little bit. All right. Yeah, I just don't want him to haul up too much stuff. Oh, of course. So as soon as I purchase that train, a new one comes out. And the Baldwin is awesome. And that's the timer. So I will get back with you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks again.